In this video, we are going to be looking at profit maximization. By profit maximization, we are looking at the points at which a firm makes highest profit. And as well, we are going to be looking at the quantity to be produced to make that highest profit and the price of the product. Now, if you look at the question we have on the board here, given the math function of the product as P equals 32 minus 2Q, and the firm's cost is C, that is cost function, C equals 4 plus 2Q squared. Then we are asked to find the firm's profit, we are asked to find the maximizing quantity, and we are also asked to find the maximizing price of the firm. So what we just have to do, let's start from the first one. The first one, find the firm's profit. If you are finding firm's profit, what you need to do first is to write the profit formula, which is profit equals TR minus TC. TR minus, then immediately you go back to the question and check if you can find total revenue in that question. If you see that there is no total revenue here, now since we don't have total revenue, then we are not going to ask ourselves, how can we get total revenue from the information given to us? So it means that we need to look for the formula for total revenue. So when you get the formula for total revenue, so which is P times Q, then you can say that we can, P is here and we can see P here. It means we can use P times Q to get total revenue. So we just say profit equals P times Q minus total cost. Now, as we have this now, what are you going to do? So we just write our profit equals P that we have here, which is 32 minus 2Q. So we put it in brackets, which is times. P times Q. P is P times Q. Quantity here. The minus, then our total cost. We must put the bracket there so that we are not going to make a mistake of sign. So when we have opened the bracket here, then we put the function here. 4 plus 2Q squared. Now, what are you going to do next now? Our profit will now give us Q times 32Q, then minus Q times minus 2Q will give us minus 2Q squared. You use this minus to open the bracket. Minus times plus 4 give you minus 4. Minus times plus minus, that will be 2Q squared. Then we write our profit back. 32Q. What is 32? If you see 32Q, now look at this one now. Minus 2Q squared. We have minus 2Q squared again. We can put it together. It's going to go minus 4Q squared, isn't it? So we have 32Q minus 2Q squared will give us minus 4Q squared, then minus 4. That's our profit. That's the answer, answer to that number one question. This is our profit function here. This is our profit here. Now, then let's go for the second one. Find the maximizing quantity. If you want to find this maximizing quantity or maximizing, price, what you have to do is just to differentiate. You can use MC equals MR, and as based on the question we have now, you just have to find the derivative of profit function. We have gotten our profit function here. So we need to do the derivative. We need to differentiate with respect to Q. So we need to, if we have X, we use with respect to X. So we just differentiate our profit function. If you do that, that is what we call first order condition. We take the first order condition of the profit, then we take the second order condition of the profit. That's what we are going to do now. So in order to get our maximizing quantity, let's take the first order condition of the profit function. So we are having change in profit with respect to change in Q. Now, so what are you going to do? So we are going to have, if you want to differentiate this now, 32Q is going to give you 32. Please, if you don't know how to do differentiation, you have to learn it. And we're going to do that in our next video. Differentiation of 32Q will give you 32. Differentiation of minus 4Q squared will give you minus 8Q. Differentiation of minus 4, constant value, is going to be 0. So what are you going to do now? Since we have found, we've done the differentiation, which is first order condition, FOC, first order condition. So what are we going to do now? We are not going to equate that first order condition equals 0. We make it equals 0. So which is going to be this 32, or this is what I'm saying. We are going to be having change in profit, which is first order condition must equal 0. Are you getting it now? So by doing so what are you going to have now? you're going to be having, this is the answer first order condition, which is 32 minus 8q equals 0. So you're going to be having minus 8q equals 32. We collect the like, we take the 32 to the other side, we collect the like term. So this is going to be minus here because it's moving from left to right. It's the sign plus here, you change to minus. So we divide this out, minus 8, minus 8, minus 8. So this minus we cancel our minus 8 here 1, 8 here 4. So our Q is going to be 4 units. Q equals 4 units. Q is equal 4 units. So the maximizing quantity is 4 units. That's answer 2. Now, before we conclude, we need to take the second order condition. So when we are taking second order condition, before you conclude, you see this is positive. Ordinarily, quantity must be greater than 0. So when you do your second order condition and your answer is negative, that means this first order condition is the correct point at which the profit is maximized. So let's take the second order condition. If you want to take the second order condition, what you are going to do is you take derivative of first order condition. Now look at it. This is 32 minus 8q. This is the first order condition. Now this is the first order condition, the answer we got. Now, if you want to take the derivative of this one now, if you want to take the derivative of this one, it's going to be change in profit related to Q. This will be change in profit to change in Q. This is second order condition. Then if you differentiate this one 0, differentiate minus 8 is going to give you minus 8. You can see that Q here cannot be minus 8. So Q is always greater than 0. This one is not greater than 0. Why this one is greater than 0? Because this is greater than 0, this is going to be our 4 units as the maximizing quantity. Now the last question here, which is we have to find the maximizing price. So what you just have to do, you use your maximizing quantity to get your maximizing price. So we are going to have P, you write the price function, 32 minus 2Q, which is P equals 32 minus 2 bracket, what is your Q here? 4 units. So we are going to be having P equals 32 minus 8, which is 20 what? Can someone help me there? Can someone help me? That will be 32 minus 8. I'm over stressed on this side. So 32 minus 8. 32 minus 8 is going to give us 26. Am I right? 26. 20. Sorry. Hey, 20. Someone should help me with that, please. Someone should help me. That was going to give us 24. Yes, 24. 24. 24. 24. That's 24. So this is our price, 24. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and get more of our video. Thank you.